Hello everyone. It is a nice and warm, well, kind of warm, comfortable Monday, and our garden took a bit of a hit this year with weather. The snow pushed the fence out, the wind took down the trellis, some stuff was torn up. So I'm going to give you a quick view and excuse the mess in our garden. I haven't had a chance to clean up the garden yet. I did clean up the yard though. So let me switch you around and show you how things are looking. Okay, so there's the trellis that was taken down. This was on our tomato bed. This is where we plant, when we single stem, we plant 60 tomatoes. So you can see the kind of damage that was done here. The bed broke. How I'm going to fix this, I'm actually going to put that back in place even though it's rotten. And it will break down, excuse me, with the soil. And it will protect the new bed that I'm putting up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to raise it another 7 or 10 inches so we can plant our tomatoes a little bit deeper. So if you look over there, we dug up some raspberries. Those are sitting right here. The stems right here, we're going to get rid of those. We're going to rake out our pepper bed. This is our pepper bed here. We're going to rake it out, and you can see that we are extending it another 10.5 inches. And the panel over here is, I do these in 2 pieces because they're just so long. I can't get 18-foot boards. If I can, they're expensive, they're heavy, and I do most of this by myself. You can see how the fence is bowed out here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put two pieces back here and secure them. Another one on the end, and then I'm going to extend this one down here, down through here, and I'm going to screw that fence into there and staple the fence into it, and that should bring it back up. It is broken down on the end. I'll put a bracket down here. Excuse the mess that's in the back. The wind even took out our greenhouse this year. Okay, so the way we make the panels for the beds are, we use 2x4s. You can use 2x10s, 2x12s. I find those too heavy to do by myself, so we use 2x4s here. These are 3.5 inches, even though they're a 2x4. 3 of them are 10.5. So this is a 10.5 inch piece of wood. We used an air nailer, put it together so much faster than screws. No pre-drilling, just bam, 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 done. So we put 5 of these on each. There's 1 at each end with an 1.5 inch in to account for the end panel. So we can screw through there. There's another one at the a fourth of the way. There is another one here in the center. And the reason these are so long is because when we put this on the pepper bed, we're actually going to screw through the old bed to hold this to it. Okay? And once we bury that and we put the soil in, it's going to hold everything together. And we might take some rebar and put it on the outside. And that'll keep it from bowing out. And then we have another one here, another 33 inches from the other end. And then one here on the end. Now the reason we have a big gap here is this is an 11-foot piece. That's an 18-foot bed. So there's going to be another 7-foot piece that butts up against here. And then we're going to take a piece of 2x6 and put it here to screw them together so they're secure. So all of our beds are made like that, including our rhubarb bed. This garden started with just this one bed here, and that one's got an extra season on it, so that's why that one's rotten. That's the asparagus bed over there, the corn over there, cucumbers right by the beehive, raspberries here, flowers over here, peppers, onions, blueberries, and we're going to put strawberries in there with it this year. Flowers. These grow tables are going to be moved over here, so they're going from these 2 flower beds, plus in front of the fire pit, 2 of them, and that'll give us our 4 grow tables here. Those are made with 2x4s also. I got to fix that one because the legs got hit by ice this year. when it came off the roof. So there'll be a bed here, or a grow table at that bed. We're also going to take these planter boxes here, and those are going to go here, and then the grow tables. And we're going to have a lot on these grow tables: peppers, tomatoes, may have some melons. Our Brussels sprouts are definitely going to be there. So that's just a quick rundown of how we make our beds, and we secure with an air nailer on the ends, 2 directions, so that they don't pull apart. Now people are going to say you have to use cedar. You don't. I've used cedar before I didn't make them, but I bought them, and our planters, the 4-foot by 2-foot ones, they don't hold up very well, even though it's cedar. So I use pine or fir. It's a lot cheaper. It lasts 7 years before it breaks down, and then when it breaks down, it's easy to fix. It's cheap to fix. Who knows what these panels are going to cost in 7 years to replace, what the cost of lumber is going to be. And we all know lumber is going up, and of course everyone says everything's going up. But we got 30 16-foot 2x4s delivered from a company in Presque Isle. Their prices were really cheap, free delivery. They just set them on the lawn, and I'm finally getting some nice weather out here, as you can see, to do it. I've got to fix our lights around our fire pit. The door on the garden, I've got to dig down a little bit. We're hoping, if things work out, put a patio in here this year. We've got our Adirondack chairs that might need just a little TLC. We're going to put pavers. We put pavers under Jenny's last year. We're going to put some under mine to raise it up so it doesn't sink down into the ground. So I don't feel like I'm sitting in a kid's chair, you know, like the ones at the doctor's office. So throughout the season, I'll bring you back here. We're hoping to, a week from Wednesday, I think Wednesday or Tuesday, to start planting our peppers, tomatoes, onions, everything. So I've only got a week to get the beds ready. The downside is that I only have tomorrow and then Sunday, because we have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday of rain. And I've got a friend of mine coming over Sunday who is a phenomenal beekeeper. We had a swarm. We lost our queen. I can't find her. There's no eggs. There's no larvae, but there is capped brood. There is nectar in there. There's no pollen. If they're not bringing in pollen, there's no queen. There's no eggs. There's no queen. So there was 4 swarm cells when I went in yesterday. I recorded. I'll be putting that up later. It'll probably be up by the time this goes up. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I've got to clean up because I have to go do dishes because it is nap time and I am old. So I will talk to you guys later, and thanks for joining me. Bees are all flying. One just landed in my hair. What I have for hair. So I thank you guys for joining me, and you have a great day, and we'll talk to you later. And P.S., since I just signed off, remember to keep your food spicy, your thumb green, and we will catch you later. All right, have a good one.